Welcome everyone. I am Dr. Krishnamurthy, a veterinary profession from Kasaragod, Kerala in India. So I was working with indigenous cows and indigenous cows related projects since 20 years. So I just want to give details something about milk and milk products of desi cows. Desi means indigenous cows, or we can call that Bos Indicus cows. So milk is basically produced from mammals. Mammals means the mammary gland, which are all the breeds or species are having mammary gland. So all these animals are producing milk. Milk for basically for their new generation, for sustaining the food for the initial days. Maybe it depends on the cows or species. It may be 6 months or 1 year or 2 years like that. And these cows have been with the human beings since many thousand years. So they have adopted for giving more milk by giving good feed and good caretaking. So with the cows in Ayurveda, 8 animals' milk is proposed for human consumption. It's not only only cows like buffalo or camel or goat and sheep, yak. In the Himalayan range, the yak milk is also used in a good quantity. So, but in Ayurveda itself, they have narrated in many articles or many references that the cow milk is better to all other animals' milk. You know, the cow's gestation period or pregnancy is 9 months 9 days, just like human beings. So the cow's milk is very close to human milk. That's why humans are using the cow's milk since many thousand years. So what are the things? What are the scientific background in using the milk and milk products? See, milk is basically used as a very good nutritive liquid, or what we can say the milk products as a culture also. The milk is very good in calcium, phosphorus, fats, potassium, like minerals, and some of the special things in cow's milk is the calcium content. And the other thing is the conjugated linoleic acid or CLA and essential amino acids and the vitamin B content in this cow's milk. They are all giving very good nutritive value for this liquid. So this calcium is basically for bone and muscle development. This potassium and phosphorus also. So these things are very much required for any sport person. So uh, now we are talking with the sport person, throwball or any other activities. So the sports persons or sportswomen should take ample amount of milk just for their muscle reproduction and bone growth like that. So the especially some of the conjugated linoleic acids like CLA, they control the bad cholesterols in our body. So heart rate also, it gives very good nutrition to the hearts also. Heart muscles are very much developed by using the cow's milk. And for this vitamin B in cow's milk is very helpful for brain health and memory power or memory sharpness. For this, all these things are dependent on cow's milk. Cow's milk, the vitamin B content. And in the recent years, since 10 years, there's a long debate on BCM7, beta casomorphin or A1, A2. The Bos Indicus cows. Bos Indicus cows are giving A2 milk. And the Bos Taurus cows, European breeds. Most of the European breeds, they are giving A1 milk. It is basically due to one thing. When you drink the milk in our body, all the amino acids and other proteins are digested. So when you drink the A1 milk, the digestion process a chemical BCM7 or beta casomorphin 7. That chemical is produced in our body, so that causes some nervous damage in our body. It's by a long range of years together. When you use the A1 milk or the milk containing BCM7, it may cause the nervous damage in our body. So a New Zealand scientist, Keith Woodford, has written a big book on that, devil in the milk. He calls this BCM7 as a devil. So devil enters our body and makes some problems in our body. So he suggests that if you drink the milk, it should be A2 origin. A2 origin is basically the Bos Indicus cows. But there is a long debate in international level going on this A1, A2. But still, we are concentrating on the A2 milk because it's always helpful. One more thing is the lactoferrin. The lactoferrin content in the milk is very much beneficial to the human beings, basically for immunodevelopment. Lactoferrin is an iron binding protein in milk. So this causes the anti-infective responsibility in our body, and it's a very good anti-cancer also, this lactoferrin, and it's a very good anti-inflammatory also. So that's why when you have a long stress in daily routine works, the anti-inflammatory property of cow's milk give a soothing effect to our body. So that's the same thing in the all this sports meet also. After having a very good exercise or sports meet, the body system goes on the stress. So just to come out of from the stress, this desi cow's milk, which is containing lactoferrin, is very good. So there is a very good research project on lactoferrin. The Malnad Gidda, a small breed, dwarf breed from Karnataka and Kerala, that contains the highest amount of lactoferrin per gram of milk in its milk. So the lactoferrin content in Malnad Gidda, there's a very good research work done by NDRI in Bangalore. So they have stated that Malnad Gidda, a dwarf cow's milk, is far better than the Devani or the crossbreeds or Bos Taurus animals. And there is one more very good research from Mart University in Turkey. They have studied a lot of sports persons. So they have come to the conclusion that the proteins, the lipids, or amino acids, and minerals and carbohydrates in the milk is very good for sports person, because for the endurances or muscle strength and the muscle damage happened in the sports activity, and for the recovery from the stress in the sports activity. So the Turkey Mart University have suggested that every sports person, whatever the sports activity would be, and this cow's milk, basically A2 milk, is very good liquid or very good nutritive content. The milk is far better than any other liquid. And the immune response and the repairs the damaged cells, that's also required for any sports person. So this immune system, the increasing the immune system and the damaged cells, these two things are very much important for any sports person also. More than that, the bone and the muscle strengthening activity of cow's milk. Basically, I am telling the cow's milk means the Bos Indicus cows, because there is a long debate also going on why Bos Indicus is suggested and not the Bos Taurus. Because Bos Taurus and Bos Indicus, the milk have a lot of differences. Both may be a white liquid, but there is lot of differences in the principal activities or minerals and the hormones or enzymes in the milk. And the one more thing is the milk and milk products. The milk products means basically the ghee. The milk is made to curds, and curds you get the butter, and the butter you boil it and get the ghee. This is the very good a nutritious liquid or hard food which humans can relish on that. So the ghee, where there's in a modern science, lot of persons are avoiding ghee just because they think that the ghee is increasing the fat globules in the body. But basically, it's a very false imagination. Basically, the CLA content in the ghee, it reduces the weight. Basically, the indigenous cow's ghee, it reduces the weight. It doesn't increase the body weight. And the omega-3 fatty acids in the ghee, that helps in heart damaged heart cells, or it increases the heart power. The omega-3 fatty acid is not very good for health. And the ghee is one more thing is it passes the blood-brain barrier. So the blood-brain barrier activity of this ghee is very much important for our brain development and memory development and other IQ developments. All these are dependent on the ghee. But there is one more thing. The preparation of ghee is to be taken noted, because in the modern science, how the ghee is prepared is when we boil the milk in 1,000 liters or 10,000 liters or 20,000 liters of milk is boiled, and the cream, the top layer of cream is separated and it is made to ghee just by boiling. That may be animal fat, because it is basically not a ghee. The ghee should come from the process of that culturing, like you add some butter or curds to the milk, then after half day or 8 to 10 hours, the milk turns into the curds, and you boil you churn the curds and you get the butter, and from butter you get the ghee. This is the basical ghee. This is the true ghee should be used, because when you on during this process of 2-3 days or 4 days, by milk converting to ghee, lot of microbes are acted on this milk, curds, butter, and in the end the ghee also. So that microbes, when they develop in the ghee, they make the positive omega-3 fatty acids available in the milk. They made all these omega-3 fatty acids or CLA available in the ghee. So this process of 2-3 days by microbes, this is very much required for our ghee. So if you consider the ghee, it should be the ghee should be made in this process only, not directly boiling the milk, taking the cream, and again boiling, you get the ghee. It may be the animal fat, but the ghee should be come from this process only. So the basically the milk and milk products, and moreover the curds and buttermilk also a very good nutritive liquid for our daily use. But as a sports person, he should take the milk and the ghee in his regular food as a dietary requirement to fulfill all his body's requirements of minerals or proteins or amino acids, everything. So milk is called a wholesome liquid because it contains all these basic essential nutritive values. So there's a long debate going on in the international level also. Milk should not be used. Milk makes the ahimsa or himsa in the process of dairying. There's a lot of debate in this also going. The milk coming from the dairies, modern dairies, there is a lot of pathetic condition for the cows also they are facing. It is true. It is true to some extent, but in an indigenous style, in India, the milk is produced very in a healthy condition in a local area. They go for roaming and they get all the feeds and they produce a milk. So this type of milk should be used for any sports person, and I suggest that every sports person should take regularly milk and ghee in his diet. So with these words, I end this program, and we can have a debate or any information changing we can do in the coming days. So I request all the sports person to use Bos Indicus cows milk and ghee in their daily diet. Thank you. Vande Go Mataram.